Blitz.
Hello everyone, this is Mike with Bet Blitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. Now in our last NFL video, we did have a very big win, but today's a new day and we're looking to set you up with a few of some of the best picks on both PrizePicks as well as Underdog. Please take a moment to hit the like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 450 likes, we will be dropping a bonus pick in our next video. So take a moment to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, at the end of this video, let us know down in the comment section which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, or any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. And if the picks in this video aren't enough for you, click our link in the description below to gain access to Elite Picks DFS Discord. Right now, when you use code BLITZ, you'll receive an additional 20% off your access to a group of top-tier analysts that post multiple sports picks across multiple sports DFS platforms every single day. Today, we will be getting into picks for the Thursday night football matchup between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans, and for our first pick, we'll be headed over to the rushing yards tab, and this time, we'll be selecting Joe Mixon for more than 82.5 rushing yards. Now, taking a quick look here on Outlier, and by the way, if you'd like to try Outlier for yourself, click our link in the description below to gain a free 7-day trial. This line may come as a bit of a surprise to some of you, as Joe Mixon has actually only exceeded it in 5 of his last 10 games. However, this is a line Mixon has exceeded in 4 of his last 5 games this season, including getting triple-digit rushing yards in his last 3 games. Now, Joe Mixon and the Houston Texans will be facing off against a New York Jets defense that this season has not been very good overall when it comes to the rushing yards allowed to their opponents, giving up plenty of rushing yards per game. And when it comes to defending specifically against opponent running backs, the Jets are giving up some of the most rushing yards in the NFL. And with the way Mixon has been playing in his last few games, we do expect him to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Now, taking a closer look at the Texans offense, we see that they are a pretty pass-heavy offense, not rushing the ball in very many of their plays. However, when they do rush the ball, Joe Mixon is getting a huge share of their rushing plays. In fact, in their last game, he actually did get over 85% of their rushing plays, with 25 attempts in both of his games, his last 2 games he's played. So coming into this game, we do expect Joe Mixon to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Taking a closer look at Mixon, we see that he is getting a fair share of rushing yards per game for his career, averaging nearly 70 rushing yards per game. And again, this season, he's been on an absolute tear over his last 5 games he's played this season, averaging over 100 rushing yards per game. So coming into this game, we do expect Joe Mixon to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Joe Mixon for more than 82.5 rushing yards. Now for our next play, we'll be going over to the pass attempts tab, and this time, we'll be selecting Aaron Rodgers for more than 33.5 pass attempts. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that this is a line Aaron Rodgers has exceeded in 5 of his last 8 games he's played this season, including in 4 of his last 5 games. Now, Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets will be facing off against the Houston Texans defense that this season has been very good overall defensively, and when it comes to pass attempts allowed to their opponents, they aren't giving up very much. However, still just enough in the range where we think Aaron Rodgers will still have a good amount of opportunity to reach this line. Additionally, taking a closer look at the Jets offense, we see that they do pass the ball a lot more than they do other plays such as rushing, passing the ball in nearly 65% of their plays this season. So coming into this game, we do expect Aaron Rodgers to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Now, in his career, Aaron Rodgers has been a high-volume passer over his career, averaging over 33 pass attempts per game, and this season he is slowly increasing his volume of passings per game, averaging over 35 pass attempts per game. So again, coming into this game, we do expect Aaron Rodgers to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Aaron Rodgers for more than 33.5 pass attempts. Now, for those of you wisely making picks with Underdog, we want to make sure that you guys did not miss out and did not forget to lock in this CJ Stroud for higher than 0.5 total yards discount play that Underdog has dropped. And for those of you who aren't on Underdog, make sure you click our link in the description below and sign up using code BETBLITZ, because when you do, you'll receive a free pick as well as $1,000 in bonus cash. And right now, with the start of the NBA season, Underdog has been going absolutely insane with all the discounts, free player props, and promos that they are dropping on a daily basis. So again, make sure you sign up using code BETBLITZ to go receive your free pick as well as $1,000 in bonus cash, and get in on all the free promos that Underdog is dropping so that you guys aren't leaving any money on the table. Now, before we get into our third pick, we want to share with you a sports betting tool that is going to take your game to the next level, and that's a Daily Grinds Fantasy Optimizer tool. This thing is one of the most comprehensive sports betting tools available. And it's not just PrizePicks, it's not just Underdog. It'll actually show you line discrepancies across all the major sports betting books, such as FANDUEL, DraftKings, BETMGM, and much more. So you'll actually be able to see which sports book you can get the most bang for your buck. One of its best features is its ability to provide you with a multi-leg parlay. So, for example, if you want to find out what the best 6-pick flex was on PrizePicks, you can simply click right there and have it generate for you a list of the 6 most correlated picks that are most likely to hit together on PrizePicks. And one of the things you've got to check out when you're on Daily Grind is their AI slip generator. This thing is totally changing the game for sports bettors. I mean, you don't have to think about it anymore. It's just going to generate for you a winning slip that's going to hit on any sportsbook you're on. So again, if you're looking to take your sports betting to the next level, click our link in the description below and use code BLITZ. Again, that's code BLITZ for 25% off all your orders. Now for our third play, we'll be under the rushing plus receiving yards tab, and this time we'll be selecting Breece Hall for less than 103.5 rush plus receiving yards. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, this line may come as a bit of a surprise to some of you, as Breece Hall has actually only failed to exceed it in 5 of his last 10 games. However, this is a line Breece Hall has actually failed to exceed in over 63% of his games this season, 5 of his last 8 games, as well as a line Breece Hall failed to exceed in 65% of his games last season. Now, Breece Hall and the New York Jets will be facing off against the Houston Texans defense that this season has been pretty average overall when it comes to rushing yards allowed to their opponents. However, when it comes to receiving yards allowed, they are one of the best. In fact, the Texans are ranked number 1 when it comes to lowest pass completion percentage for their opponent receivers. Additionally, Breece Hall will be facing off against the Texans defense that is very good overall when it comes to defending against a running back specifically, not allowing very many rushing yards, and again ranked very high when it comes to fewest receiving yards allowed to running backs as well. So coming into this game, we don't expect Breece Hall to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Now again, Breece Hall is playing in a Jets offense that does like to pass the football, passing the football an overwhelming percent of the time in comparison to how many times they rush the ball. Now, Breece Hall does have a fair share of his rush attempts within their offense, averaging over 63% of their rushing plays. However, again, with the sheer volume of passing plays that the Jets do run, we don't expect him to have plenty of opportunity to go over this line. Now, in his career, Breece Hall has gotten a solid amount of rushing yards per game, averaging near 60 rushing yards per game. However, this season he has taken a slight decline, which is understandable with the return of Rodgers, and he has actually seen a slight increase when it comes to receiving yards he gets per game. However, overall, this is a line he'll mostly have to exceed with his rushing, and again, coming into this game, we don't expect him to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Breece Hall for less than 103.5 rushing plus receiving yards. Alright, these are our picks for today, and let us know down in the comment section which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't. And again, if the picks in this video aren't enough for you, click our link in the description below to gain access to Elite Picks DFS Discord. And again, when you use code BLITZ, you'll receive 20% off your access. Also, please do take a moment to hit that like button. Again, if we do get over 450 likes on this video, we will be dropping a bonus pick in our next video. Also, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.